Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Selenite Wellness. Yes, I am back. It's been a little over a week now. Had work stuff to do and actually was out of town. So I didn't even get to start the Apple of Eve the next day like I wanted to because it was still kind of froze. So I did not get to start it. But we are back and I am going to take it this morning. And guess what, guys? I just took it out the pack. So now I can officially get rid of the pack because I'm opening it and taking it. Look at this. Still ice. You see that? It still got ice in it. Crazy, right? Still have ice. But it's enough liquid that I'm shaking it up. Boom, 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 boom. For those that y'all that, want to guess, second guess what it is. Apple of Eve. Apple of Eve. As you all know now, I got it over a month and a half. About a month. It ain't been a month and a half yet, I don't think. It's over a month, I can tell you that. And for those of y'all that say, oh, it might not be the same, it might be potent, because, people, some of y'all done inbox me some stuff that you will notice. I didn't even respond that that's not fair. Oh, I had it too long. It may not be good. You're supposed to start taking it right away. Well, if you go back and look at my other video that I posted probably a week ago, what time frame, go watch some of my other videos. You'll know that I did the research to these lovely ingredients and actually liquefied when kept in certain temperatures, dry, different places. You can actually keep this stuff months and it will still have the same level of potency before. And then it's actually still good. They just say that the level of potency, for lack of a better word, starts to diminish after that. 3-month time frame was the basis, and it wasn't like all of them. It was just, I just went with the lowest amount of months that they said that it would be good, and the lowest amount that I found was 3, and I think the max was like 7. So I just went with the lower amount, saying 3, because I don't know what quality or grade he used. He said he used a high quality, high grade. If so, then your liquid could last you like 6-7 months. I went with the lowest avenue. So all of those that's in my inbox about, oh, that's not, stop, okay? Because when he had the jail was sitting in the freaking post office when we were all waiting for the Apple of Eve, back before when I did the first review. Our freaking Apple of Eve CMOS gel was sitting in the post office for like 2 months before we received it, and people were still taking it, having amazing reviews. So stay out my inbox with the extra, okay? I had it in the freezer. It's froze. It's still ice now. And I showed you guys the separation. I've shaken it up. It's still some ice in there. I keep shaking it while I talk because just to make sure some of the stuff was dissolved, because I noticed it was not dissolved. So right here, I have fermented juice, just a nice little shot for me to actually take because I'm not actually really eating until lunchtime. But this is a fermented juice. It is pear, it is apple, and it is ginger. When I say fermented, meaning it is a juice like 2.5 months ago. 2.5 months ago. And they're in mason jars, vacuum sealed mason jars in my refrigerator till I get ready to drink them. And so, yes, very fermented. So this is going to be my actual little chaser. And for y'all to see, it is 1 teaspoon because the directions tell you to place in the refrigerator 24 hours before use. Keep refrigerated. Take 1 teaspoon. And you guys, this time you can read the stuff. If y'all seen my other video, the previous review, you couldn't even read the label. This time you definitely can read the label. And when they put how much you're supposed to take, they actually bold printed the white so you can read it a little bit better. Plus, take 1 teaspoon 3 times a day, AM, noon, and evening. For children that are consuming solids only, they tell you that. And then, of course, they have their website. And then it says, shake well, and then it tells you again, take 1 teaspoon an hour before breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So they repeat your instructions or whatever, just so you guys can see a teaspoon. Now, I will tell you this. Like I told you guys before, someone else was actually taking this supplement with me so I could see how it goes, how it went. And he's actually been taking his. So he's actually almost finished with his bottle to like the very, 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 very little to be able to give me what his review. So far, like, he likes it. The one thing about it, he was taking it, he couldn't really see this far because it is still kind of small, although you can see it. If you need glasses or something, make sure you have glasses on when you have them. So he was taking a tablespoon initially, like the first few days. And he was like, it just made him feel like he was about to get up and run. He felt like his heart was doing all this. So, of course, when he explained it to me, I'm like, what? And so when he told me, when we realized he was taking not a teaspoon, TSP, but TBP, he was taking a tablespoon, then I'm like, yeah. So here's the thing, that St. John's worts will still cause that heart racing where some of you guys are thinking it's increased energy and, oh my God, I just need to take off running. Yeah, no, it's actually your heart racing from the St. John's worts is what it is. So when he switched to doing the teaspoons, no problem. He was like that. He was like, he feels a little bit of an increase like in energy, but what he was feeling like in his chest and stuff, what he couldn't explain, heart palpitations, most people can't really explain. They just know their heart is doing this funky little thing. He wasn't feeling that anymore. The other thing, the one thing that he did notice, he said it makes his pee stink. So, and he said he realized it was the apple of Eve because he stopped taking it, and like a day after he stopped taking it, his pee stopped stinking. He waited a couple of days, it started back stinking again. He did that several times to make sure it was the apple Eve, like 3 or 4, and it was the same thing. One of the times he actually came off of it for almost a week. And he said his pee didn't stink at all the whole time. And then he got back on it and it was the same thing. Because he said when it happened the first time, it freaked him out. Like he went to the doctor thinking something was wrong and everything was okay. But anyway, it ended up being the apple of Eve and he tested it a few times. So I did not have that with the prior gel, the sea moss gel. However, we'll see how this go with that. That'll be one thing I pay attention to. So again, this is day 1 for me. And here we go. Let's see. He also said the taste was horrible, but he don't chase his with anything. He just takes the 1 teaspoon and keeps going. 1 teaspoon. Ah. Wow. You guys, that ain't as bad. The gel was like way worse. I actually don't need a chaser with that. Quick little teaspoon, and it's over with. Baby, the gel was way worse than that. Like, way worse. But because I poured my fermented juice, oh, I'm just going to drink it. Like, baby, this is worse than a teaspoon of apple of Eve. Because the ginger that's in here is strong and it's fermented, so it's extra strong. Whew. But all right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your morning. Enjoy the rest of your week. I will jump on this evening and tell you guys how this teaspoon of this actually went. My next one that I will take will probably be roughly about 1, and then I'll do one at dinner. So actually, I'll tell you guys first thing tomorrow morning how it was, since my last one will be at dinner, just to make sure I give it an even keel for the whole day on exactly how it goes. Until next time, you guys, love, peace, and light.